Welcome to Everything Arsenal. Guess what? The elephant is back on top. Yes, after just 3 days, we are back on top of the table. To be honest, I did expect Arsenal to win. I expected it to be a tough game, but I did not expect Man City to drop points today. Not against Nottingham Forest away from home, at home, whatever. They beat them 6-0 at the Etihad. I did not expect them to pick up anything against them. So what a result for us. Just 3 days later, we are back on top after a very awful couple of weeks, losing to Everton, drawing to or getting robbed against Brentford, and also losing to Man City, losing to them in the FA Cup as well. But we are back on top, literally just after 3 days. The football gods are with us. The football gods are definitely with us because I did not expect City to drop those points. But let's get quickly to the review of our game against Aston Villa. What a game it was. Another game where we scored more than 3 goals away from home. We scored 4 against Brighton. We scored 3 against Brentford. We put 2 past Tottenham, another good win away from home, and we've now scored 4 goals against Aston Villa. That was not an easy game at all. That's not an easy place to go to and get a very comfortable win like that. Remember, over the last 3 seasons, I think there's a time they beat us home and away. They beat us 3-0 at the Emirates. There's a time they beat us at the end of a campaign away from home. So it's never been easy for us there, especially recently. And also on top of that, playing against our former manager, Unai Emery, who has something to prove. On top of that, playing against our former goalkeeper, World Cup winner now, Emi Martinez, and also the likes of Chambers. A lot of stuff to think about ahead of the Aston Villa game. And also knowing that this is the first time that Man City have been on top of us since like November, we had something new to fight for. Like, we needed to go back to the top of the table, playing fast. I've always wanted to play fast, whether you're fighting for top 4, top of the table. I always want us to play fast, and that's the same thing that is going to happen next week. I think we're going to play fast against Leicester, and we picked up the win. It was not easy though. We considered after the first 5 minutes, once again, mistakes have become too many these days, unfortunately, and it's not just one player. Ramsdale has made a couple, Zinchenko has made a couple, Gabriel has made a couple, White, Tomiyasu, Saliba, like all of them are making mistakes, and today we were punished. Zinchenko made a couple against Man City, we weren't punished, but today we were punished. A good finish by Watkins. I feel like Saliba should have done better or tried to at least get his leg on the way or something, but he did not get the block in, unfortunately, and it was 1-0 to Villa within the first 5 minutes. Our bounce back was absolutely fantastic. Saka with a fantastic finish. The next like 15 minutes after that, we were absolutely incredible. But right after that, once again, it was a lot of passes in midfield, loss of concentration, losing the ball a couple of times once again, and Aston Villa scored the second goal very easily, literally from the goalkeeper, a couple of passes in midfield, and they were through. Again, I don't think Ben White defended well for that second goal, and I think our midfield was all over the place. I think Nketiah and Saka were way too ahead. They should have been a bit deeper, because the moment the ball got into their midfield, that was it. A couple of passes and Coutinho had the ball in the back of the net. So I did not agree with that defending at all. And it was 2-1 at halftime. Unfortunately, we needed a major, massive comeback in the second half. And that is exactly what we did. We literally had 2 shots in the first half. We had 18 in the second half. That was an incredible second half performance, literally from everyone. I know Odegaard and Nketiah missed chances. In fact, they missed some really good chances. Odegaard should have scored, at least get the ball on target, and Nketiah, the ball that he got from Odegaard 1-on-1 against the goalkeeper, at least get it on target. So those are bad misses, and I was a bit right that if we dropped points today, we'd look at those chances and like, yeah, people will start talking about Arsenal leading a striker, blah, 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 all that, but those are terrible misses. Luckily, they didn't cost us. We were taking a lot of short corners today. It worked. Zinchenko with the finish from the right side. He had a lot of shots the last few games, all of them off target, but they luckily went on target. And the last 5 minutes of that game are the most incredible 5 minutes I've seen in probably one of the 5 minutes I've seen, the best 5 minutes I've ever seen in a Arsenal shirt, actually. That Jorginho, I count this as a Jorginho goal, or you can call it a Martinez goal. Martinez, by the way, man of the match goal. He got a goal and an assist for us. Once a Ghana, always a Ghana. Fantastic performance from him. But that was a fantastic game from Jorginho. Absolutely incredible. No mistakes. He only got turned once, but the passes he was putting into Saka, he gave Saka a couple of very good through passes. Odegaard himself had 7 key passes in that game. Yes, he missed a very good chance, but he created like 7 good opportunities, key passes. So that was incredible. I think they actually gave him man of the match on SofaScore incredibly. But personally, I'd give Jorginho. He was fantastic. He got us that goal. And in the last minute when they had a corner, I was absolutely nervous. But to counter-attack, Fabio Vieira, an assist to Martinelli. Finally, we've seen that combination, and Martinelli with an incredible finish. Fantastic finish from him. I call it a fantastic finish. It was not a fantastic finish. You get what I mean. It was a very funny finish. It was a very funny goal to score. I mean, him celebrating before he scored, sins, man, absolutely sins, absolute sins. And Fabio Vieira himself was celebrating before Martinelli even scored. That was absolutely fantastic. Pure scenes. And getting that 4-2 victory, incredible. As I've said, a lot of positives. I'm thinking most of us wanted Trossard to start. Most of us wanted Ben White to come back for Tomiyasu. That happened. Unfortunately, Ben White didn't have the best of games and Trossard didn't have the best of games. But looking at the bench today, Martinelli on the bench, Smith on the bench, Fabio Vieira on the bench, Tierney, Tomias. All of a sudden, we have a decent enough bench, and Nelson is back as well. Jesus will be back soon. So all of a sudden, we have a decent bench. So that is definitely good to see. So we were back on top, but we expected City to win, but that did not happen. Nottingham Forest a very good point against Manchester City, scoring late on in that game. We did not expect that, but the Premier League is an very unpredictable. Basically, you never know which team you're going to draw with. Our Southampton beat Chelsea today. They've done the double over them. Ourselves, we dropped points against Everton and Southampton, the teams that are at the bottom. And then when you're playing against the top teams like Man United and Tottenham, we end up winning the game. So you never know. But looking at our fixture list before even the Aston Villa game, we had Aston Villa away, Leicester away. I think we're going to play is it Fulham or something, Bournemouth in the next 1 month as well. We have some really good fixtures. I don't remember all of them in a row, but I think we have Everton as well. So I think we have Everton after Leicester, and then after that we have the likes of Bournemouth, Fulham. So those are very good fixtures. It's like a month until we play Liverpool away, and even Liverpool, this is not playing that well. This is our chance to go to Anfield and win the game. So we are now ahead of City. Back, the Elephant is back on top. Let's not waste that chance once again. We are 2 points ahead of them with the game in hand. Win the game in hand, and we are back to 5 points ahead, like nothing ever happened. So absolute sins, man. What a day to be an Arsenal fan. My man of the match was Jorginho. In the player ratings, I gave Jorginho a 7, but I think it could be an 8. I gave Odegaard a 7 as well. I know he missed a very good chance, but because of the number of chances he created, I think I gave Saka a 7 as well. Jacques, I gave him a 6. I think he's been disappointing the last couple of games. Trossard was not good today. I gave him a 6. Ramsdale made a very crucial save. When it was 2-2, that save from Bailey, that could have been 3-2 Aston Villa, and it could have been trouble for us. So he considered 2 goals, yes, but Ramsdale made some 2 good saves from inside his box, which I think I gave him a 7 after that or something. And Gabriel Saliba, not impressed with them the last few games. They need to up their game. Zinchenko, I gave him a 7 as well. Yes, he made the mistake for the goal, but the motivation that he has, just him being in the team, him getting that goal and motivating everyone, absolute sins, man. So good win for us. Good day for us. Arsenal win. Manchester City drop points. What a day. Let me know what you made of the game. Let me know who your man of the match was. Was it Jorginho? Who are you going to give your man of the match? Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you on the next one.